Hey Leo, welcome to Ray's Tarot. This will be a general reading for September 2022. What comes through might be more general, a past person, current connection, or new love, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You can like the video and subscribe to this channel for more readings. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials because I've started posting stuff on there that you're not going to see on YouTube. Links are in the description. You have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Now grab some coffee or tea and let's read some tarot and chill. What is Leo's message for September 2022? What is Leo's energy for September 2022? What's Leo's energy for September 2022? Okay, Leo, starting off the reading with this attraction card as your oracle message and this Seven of Wands. For most of you, I feel like this is not necessarily a relationship reading. I'm getting more general energies here. I feel like a lot of you are making your career and your finances and your education and your home your first priority in September. That doesn't mean that relationships are no longer important to you. It just might not be the main focus of September, but I'll try to read it both ways. And I feel like this is less about who you're attracting and more about what you are attracting. What kinds of energies are you putting off and what are you bringing back in? And with this Seven of Wands here, I feel like some of you might feel like you're under attack right now, especially if you're in the middle of a conflict at work or with a potential person in your personal life. Or some of you might be feeling like you have to go into attack mode for whatever reason, like you're in a high stress environment right now, and you feel like you have to fight for what you want. I would just say remember to stand your ground when you face your challenges. In your crossing, you have the Queen of Coins, and it came out reversed here. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have the King of Pentacles here. So for those of you who are looking for more of a relationship reading, I feel like there's definitely potential for a soulmate connection here. But what's the problem right now is that this Queen of Coins is coming out in reverse. So you're not necessarily on the same page, but you're still in the same energy. This could also just be your energy, and there could be an inner conflict going on here, some sort of inner battle, especially with that Seven of Wands being about conflict. Some of you might be a little bit indecisive about where you want to go, and you're having trouble attracting and manifesting your desires to you because you're not even really sure what you want to attract. So some of you need to figure out what you want first before you can do the manifestation work. I'm also hearing for some of you, again, if this is a soulmate connection, it doesn't have to be romantic, okay? A lot of people don't talk about this, but your soulmate could be your best friend, your soulmate could be a family member, you could have a soulmate at work, okay? So take it how it resonates. But this Queen of Coins reversed tells me that you might be going into isolation mode right now, Leo, or your person is. It feels like somebody here is a workaholic in order to really putting stress on yourself to provide for yourself or your family, if that message resonates. But ironically, going into self-isolation mode also kind of takes away from spending time with the people that you're trying to provide for, right? Or even if it's just you on your own, living alone, I feel like you're not really giving yourself enough time to breathe. Some of you are really turning into a workaholic and smothering your own energy right now. At your base, you have the Six of Pentacles. So this is what you are trying to attract, okay? And in terms of money, this is obviously literal, especially with that workaholic energy that I'm getting with the Queen of Coins reversed. Some of you could be competing for a promotion or trying to work extra hard to impress your employer right now, especially if you're planning on asking for a raise. You're trying to attract this flow, this prosperity, but even in terms of relationships, I feel like you're trying to attract more equality into your personal relationships and connections. You know, no more one-sided, unrequited relationships, right? You want somebody who gives and takes equally. Some of you are going through like a really big growing and healing phase right now in order to figure out how you can attract a more stable connection. In your past, you have the Two of Swords, and I'm kind of hearing a similar message between this Two of Swords and that Seven of Wands, especially for those of you who are dealing with a conflict right now, whether it be a conflict with a coworker or a conflict in your personal life. The two of you are kind of at an impasse, right? You can't come to a decision about this. You have the Seven of Swords in your crowning thoughts. This is a deceptive energy. I do just want to put this out there for that one toxic Leo. If you are the one who is up to some sketchy shit, yes, they will find out. No, you will not get away with it. Unsubscribe if you want to, but you've been warned, okay? But for most of you, I feel like this is the energy around you. I'm not necessarily saying that you are attracting deception, but I feel like, again, with that Queen of Coins reversed here, it's like this person doesn't really know what they want. And for some of you, this could be self-deception with that conflict in your energy. It kind of feels like this person, it might not even be you if you're dealing with somebody else right now, but it feels like this person has too much on their plate, right? They have too many irons in the fire. Like, this energy is very scattered. Especially if you're like dating somebody else who is a workaholic right now, you might feel like this person is just too busy to be in a relationship. They're not making any time for you. They're not making you a priority. And that could be where this deceptive energy is coming from. If you're single right now and you're wondering why you can't find anybody, again, with this self-deceptive energy, you might not realize that it could be you that doesn't have time to be in a relationship. Maybe you are the one that needs to make your relationships more of a priority. In your immediate future, you have the Empress, so there is room for growth here, okay? This project that you're working on, it does have the potential to bring you the abundance and the fulfillment that you seek. Or if this is about relationships, right? I feel like this does have commitment potential, but some of you, or again, you need to get on the same page, because again, the King of Coins is coming through upright here, but the Queen of Coins is in the reverse, okay? The Queen of Coins is coming through in the wrong energy. Now, that doesn't mean that the Queen of Coins is toxic. Again, they just might not realize that they're not really making their relationships the main focus right now, that they should be making this person more of a priority, if this is about your relationships, okay? Some of you don't realize that this person might feel neglected by you, okay? Or this is somebody else's energy, you're feeling neglected by them. It feels like somebody here is not making the other person enough of a priority. And it feels like somebody's emotional needs have kind of been put on the back burner right now, and that's making this person feel very neglected. But there is still room for growth together here. If you're single right now, and again, you're just trying to get your energies back into balance, right? The Empress is also about self-love. Okay, the Empress is also about healing, making sure that you are putting your own emotional needs first, especially if you've been overworking, Leo. Some of you just need to take some time off, to take a break, or even if you can't afford to do that right now, to make sure that you are like sticking to a specific routine. Like, okay, you know, sometimes it's in the little things. You might say, you might set a boundary for yourself. I am only going to answer emails in between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's it. Right? Monday to Friday when I am on the clock. If you send me an email after 5 p.m. on Friday evening, I am not opening it until 9 a.m. the next Monday morning. That's it. And you might just have to learn to set those boundaries for yourself in order to help you relax. In your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Swords. Again, some of you really need to take some time off right now to recharge that engine. And it doesn't even have to be like planning a vacation. If you can't afford to do that, you could just take a couple of weeks off and stay home, right? Go for walks, pick up a new hobby or something like that. Or again, use that time to focus a little bit more on your partner, if you have one, because I feel like this person is feeling neglected by you, or vice versa. You know, open that conversation, tell your partner, I feel like you've just been ignoring me lately. And we really need to spend more time together because I miss you, right? Some of you could be planning to go on vacation together just to get that spark back, right? But you really need rest right now, okay? You need to take a break, Leo, because you are overworking yourself. The other person's perspective, they are coming through as the Ten of Wands. You have too much weight on your shoulders, Leo, okay? Or again, if you're dealing with somebody else who's very busy right now, they have way too much weight on their shoulders. But for most of you, I feel like this could also just be your own energy. So this could also be your environmental factors, right? Some of you might work in a high-stress job, or your coworkers could be like giving you extra work to do. I'm hearing there's a lot of frustration for some of you in your workplace if you feel like you're not necessarily part of a team. Like, I'm hearing in my head, I do not get paid to do my job, your job, and their job. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of you, it's just piling, right? And these responsibilities are just starting to turn into a burden. I also feel like for some of you, if this is about your relationships, it feels like this connection is starting to feel like a burden to this other person. And that's because they feel ignored. They feel like you're neglecting them, or vice versa. In your strengths and weaknesses, you have the Three of Swords. In terms of finances and career, I feel like this is a really stressful period that you just need to push through to get to the other side, Leo. But take it how it resonates. Some of you are going to choose to end this contract altogether and look for a new opportunity. I feel like for some of you, this is just the norm and you're sick of the stress, okay? But if you are going to choose to quit your job, I would say look for other opportunities first before putting in your 2 weeks notice. You know, like submit jobs in the evenings, take interviews on the weekends, just to make sure that you have something to transition to, right? That you have a backup plan, that you're not going to be like unemployed for a certain amount of time and worrying about money. So if you're planning on just leaving your current position, make sure you do it the smart way. In terms of relationships, I feel like, again, a lot of you need to go through like a healing period right now, and that might be why you're overworking yourselves. Some of you don't realize that instead of actually doing the healing work, you're just distracting yourself from the pain. You're ignoring it, you're avoiding it, and that's going to make this heartbreak grow bigger and bigger and bigger. But I feel like, again, some of you are just not happy where you are. And if this is about a relationship, the two of you really need to have a conversation here and clear the air. Because this problem is just going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger if it's not resolved. In your outcome, you have the King of Pentacles. Masculine, feminine, take it how it resonates. This is more earth energy. But again, I feel like there is potential for abundance here. Okay, you can get where you want to go. You can reach that sense of prosperity that you want, that you're seeking, okay? You can attract this attainment. But right now, in order to get to the King of Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles needs to put themselves in the upright. Okay, if this is your own conflicting energies, you really need to give yourself the time and the space to breathe and help you kind of like get back to the basics, right? What do I want to attract? Some of you need to restructure your plan. And in terms of relationships, I feel like there is potential here. You're coming through as the King and Queen of Coins, but somebody has a lot on their plate right now, and they need to focus on making the other person more of a priority, on putting their emotional needs first. Can you clarify the Seven of Wands for me, please? Why does Leo have the Seven of Wands? Can you clarify the Seven of Swords for me, please? Why does Leo have the Seven of Swords? Can you clarify the Ten of Wands for me, please? Why does Leo have the 10 of Wands? Can you clarify the 3 of Swords for me, please? Clarifying the 7 of Wands is the 9 of Pentacles. Again, I feel like you're really fighting hard for where you want to be right now. You're trying to get to this place of the 9 of Pentacles. If you feel like you've already reached financial independence and you're not stressed, Leo, this could be somebody who's jealous of you. Okay, I'm hearing for some of you, this Queen of Coins reversed could be a sketchy energy in the workplace, and some of you know exactly who this person is. Or it could even be like a fake friend of yours, okay, who gives you like weird vibes sometimes. But I feel like this person is like, I work just as hard as Leo, so why don't I have the 9 of Pentacles? You know what I mean? I feel like this person could be projecting their insecurities onto you, because that's really what jealousy is. It's, I'm going to put my insecurities and put them on you. It feels like everything just this person thinks that everything just kind of comes to you naturally. Like you just outshine them, and they don't like that. So this person might be challenging you to see if you slip. Clarifying the 7 of Swords is the 5 of Cups. I feel like this deception is making you feel disappointed, Leo, okay? Especially if this is somebody that you believed in, especially if this is somebody who's like testing you, okay? Giving you extra work because they're pissed off, okay? And I feel like for some of you who are choosing to leave this environment, you know, it's because you just don't want to deal with this toxicity, right? You can't get anything done with this person just throwing extra shit at you all the time. It's too distracting. If this is about your personal relationships, I feel like some of you might be attracting somebody who's very materialistic, especially if you are very successful in business. So I would be careful of that, because this person might be using you for your money. But I feel like, again, some of you might just feel neglected or ignored by this person because they're putting their job over you. They're not making your emotional needs a priority. They're not making you a priority. And you feel unimportant to this person right now because they're too busy for you. Clarifying the 10 of Wands is the 8 of Pentacles. This is something that you are putting blood, sweat, and tears into, Leo, okay? You're not going to give up on this that easily, right? This is something that you are dedicated to, that you are practicing over and over again. And I feel like you're doing a lot of learning right now. And again, for those of you who are working in a toxic environment, you might be deciding to drop the burden and take your talents elsewhere, somewhere that you will feel more appreciated. If this is about your personal relationships, I feel like the two of you really need to work on communication here and tell each other how you feel. Because you might be feeling ignored, but you also have to understand that this person is under a lot of pressure. They are very stressed and anxious about this as well, just for a different reason. And if you're single right now and in the middle of a healing phase, you really need to drop that past baggage and that pain that's holding you back and focus on healing yourself, okay, doing the inner work. Clarifying the 3 of Swords is the 3 of Pentacles. And we have 3 threes here now. Okay, we have the Empress, card number 3 in the Major Arcana, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. Did I say 3 of Pentacles? My bad. 3 of Wands, and it came out reversed. So some of you could be seeing a lot of 3s in September, or 333 might be your angel number. Again, some of you could be working in a team, but you don't exactly feel like part of a team right now. There could be some disharmony going on in your workplace. But with this 3 of Wands coming out reversed, I feel like you're tired, Leo. You're exhausted, right? It just feels like barrier after barrier, obstacle after obstacle. You know, you come up against one challenge and you figure it out, and then immediately there's another thing in your way, right? That's preventing you from getting to your goals and what you want. Some of you, this might be the result of poor planning. Maybe not even on your part, but especially if you're working in a team, there's not a lot of synergy, okay? Some of you need to reevaluate your strategy, restructure. And again, I feel like this could also be emotional distance between you and your person. The two of you really need to figure out how you can get the balance back in your relationship so that you're still making time for each other and making each other a priority, and nobody is feeling ignored. Okay, Leo, I feel like your message has been received. Comment down below if this reading resonates. I do read the comments and will be liking and responding. Don't forget to like this video and click that subscribe button. That helps me a lot. You can click that bell to be notified every time I post. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Links are in the description. Either way, I'll see you here again at Ray's Tarot. See you later.